I do have a guy that I am referencing, and he has some pictures, but he took a already built panel and he just pasted it on there, which is much easier. Unfortunately, I couldn't find what he did there and what part he was using, but I'll try to recreate it with grade 5 math, basically, or geometry, if you call it. In Canada, we called it just math. So, yep. And I just noticed on this side, we do have to fix this as well because on both sides it is through. So, yeah. But, good thing it is just this edge. So, if it's just an edge, it's good. So, yeah. I guess I'll turn this car around and jack it up. Start from there. Take the wheel off. Alright, guys. So, I am back. It's been a while. I haven't posted anything for about 4 months, 5 months, maybe. It's been a while. Like, the videos are obviously, you can see the snow outside, so I think it was still like January or something. So, but it was getting warmer. I got the car out. It was actually stuck in a ditch. But, well, back alley, but there was so much snow, plus the tires being absolutely bald from drifting. We tried doing zip ties on the tires. That didn't work at all. I ended up buying some gravel and throwing it under the rock, or throwing it under the tires. And then with the help of two friends, we pushed it out. Did a little burnout. Even got the car to lock itself while it's running with a bad thermostat. That was fun. But, anyways, I'm back with the video editing. I have the clips and I have all the videos in, but yeah, it's just I didn't have time to actually do it. I'm still working on my project, trying to do it every day. 8 hours per day on my project is what I'm aiming for, but that's not what I can get in every day. So, still trying my best, but it is currently June 25th, so this project really dragged on. A lot of problems actually came up with it. Um, as you would assume with a flood damaged car. The wiring was obviously one of the faults, and it was a big fault. And I will show in other videos that I'm going to make now that I don't have school. Um, I will be making videos a lot more frequently. Hopefully, a video per week, but maybe even faster if I have time. So I'm back with a video. I think these clips were 4 months old or something as I started school again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this next video. Okay, guys, so here is what it gets a little more fucked. So this piece right here, which is bolted on, is fucked. It's a lower subframe joint, I think. I don't know what it's called, but it's not a full subframe here. At least, oh man. Fuck's sake. Guys, this is fucked. This is fucked. Like, this is completely fucked. So, I thought I could do a shortcut by literally cleaning this, but I guess I'm gonna have to do like that other guy did on the internet. Probably cut that out up to around here, I think. And then he has it over here, cuts it, goes up to here, 90 degrees, and you have to be fucking kidding. Moment when you thought, at least these have to be good. That's solid at least. Not this part though. But it's fucked. I can tell you that.
But I guess I'll have to follow what the guy online said. I thought I could make a shortcut and not do that, but... So, I found my main concern here for the actual support. And thankfully this is flat. Except for this part a little bit, but screw it. We're just gonna make it flat. So this is really our main concern. It did rust off over here. As you can see, there was basically nothing up to like 2-3 inches maybe. And it went all the way down. Usually this is where your jack would be, like right here. Actually, right here is where it would be, because that's where the little dots are. Should really turn on the flashlight. So these dots. So this is where the support was. And I also have to cut this off, probably. Oh yeah, I'm out of breath. But, yeah, this is basically our main concern. This feels really solid. Try it with a screwdriver here is just paint. Basically, we're gonna do, just like the guy in the picture was doing, is probably have this piece right here. Cut the holes like they are over there. Just replicate what he did, especially on this part, is what he was shown. And, yeah, hopefully it's gonna work out. So, this side is really hard right now, because, I haven't done this before. I'm just going off of pictures here. So, yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say here. I guess I'm gonna get to it. So, we're gonna have to make like 2-3 pieces for this. Again, for that support that I was talking about, there's another one that's still in there. And I mean this one right here. But this is maybe a third one. I'll try cleaning this up, see if it's still solid. If not, I'll just cut it out, make another one, since this one's pretty much flat as well. I'm gonna take a break. It's been like 2 hours trying to figure out which cuts to make. So screw this. I'm gonna come back in a little while later.
I'm out of here.
Product here looks decent. I mean, as best as I can do with the Dremel. These Dremel discs I bought for $22. There's like 36 of them, but I soon realized that they are terrible. But moving on to this, and since I already cut it kind of unstraight, for this vertical support, all I have to do is literally cut this piece out, and we're basically Gucci at this point. We can start cutting holes in this piece right here. What I have to do is cut some holes in here and weld it in there, because welding it on the edge isn't the best option, because I'll also have to do it here. And you know what, I might as well just drill a hole. It's supposed to go somewhere around there. So yeah, there you go. And it'll look a little better than that.
Okay, so basically what happened is the guy I was referencing and the post he had on one of the forums had the brand new part, and he just basically put it in. He cut out the old tack welds, took the entire thing out, and then the only custom thing that he did was the inner wheel well liner, is what you'll call it. But that's the only thing he really did custom, aside from the wheel arc, of course. But then he bought that piece. Now, I was originally going to recreate it, and I was like, yeah, we can do it. I was so positive. But then I realized, well, probably won't. It was going to be so much geometry stuff going on. And yeah, I was like, at some point, I was like, dude, I gotta find that new part, see how much it costs. And, well, I came across a website that was actually selling the part for a reasonable price. Unlike our North American part retailers, I got one from Japan.
Usually this part is either discontinued. This is a Canadian American site. Like, we get parts here too. Obviously overpriced. But it's either discontinued or I've seen, I think, a year ago, for body parts like this, it was like overpriced, like $800 per piece. So, and here I actually found on this site, it is called Emayama, whatever, but for only $60. And since I live in Canada, shipping can be a lot. So, and our total checkout is pretty good, actually. So if I only order one, it's gonna be like $100. But if I order two, the shipping's actually cheaper, surprisingly. And they actually have PayPal. It's pretty cheap, and this is from Japan. So, and it's gonna be a new part. So I am probably going to buy this right now because replicating that piece is gonna be really expensive, and it's actually gonna be just like the guy with the schematics showed us. I kind of cleaned it up here a little bit, and I coated it with a rust preventing stuff so it doesn't rust any longer. And so it's looking. I'll probably hit it up with another layer, but I am using basically this inner wheel well stuff. Here's the English side. So it's rubberized, it kind of coats it in, and it basically is this stuff right here. And now I will be tearing this out over here. I will cut those pinch welds there from that panel, remove it, and then clean it up a little bit here. We'll go from there. Try to fix this piece right here. And then, yeah, but I'll have to cut this B-pillar a little bit. But then my next job is going to be removing this panel right here. And actually replacing my door lock actuators because they are, like, they barely move. Like, something ticks and they do move a little bit, but because they're so stiff, like, I'm barely moving this, like. So yeah, it has a lot of trouble trying to actually do it because they're stiff. I think they're starting to seize up.
Okay, so I was gonna take a break from the welding. Well, that's gonna be in the next video, but from all the cutting and the rust, the tetanus, and I just moved on to doing the interior stuff. And this project, like, it's important to not focus on one thing. My paint started drying on the part where I painted it with the inner wheel well liner. And in cold weather, things take forever to dry. So basically, I ended up just doing my door lock actuators. So, and then I started doing my front end work because I needed to basically replace the entire front end. That included the rad support, the rads, the condenser, the headlights, and everything, and all the wiring that's associated with it, and also the driver's side fender and hood. So, and I ended up keeping the passenger side fender because it's good, but it does have a fold near the windshield. So, but that's an easy fix compared to the driver's side. So.
Alright, so it's a little droopy now because I disconnected almost everything. Wires are out of the way, so the only problem right now is I don't want to wreck my AC system and I have to buy a separator. So to disconnect these lines here. And then, theoretically, it should all just come out. I just have to disconnect the wires for the fans. Like, there's a single wire, and that's it. Yeah, it's down there, basically. That's the only one, and basically the rads come out.